Hi guys, and welcome to Trucking Along with Kearsey. That's me, your positive voice in trucking. And today we're going to do something a little different. Today I want to have some fun because trucking in general and the changes of prime and the changes of different companies and the freight has kind of sucked for a lot of people. So I thought I'd do something funny. This is going to be about crazy things that my students have said over time. You know, you have to keep in mind that when you're new, you really don't know what to expect, and all you have to go by is what you've seen on YouTube, what you've heard other people say, and you're not always listening to people that know what they're talking about. They also don't understand that maybe they see something that's like a specialty or specialized, or maybe they see information about one particular company and that may not necessarily be true at other companies or for different divisions of freight. If you're a trainer, you guys want to keep to the end of this because the last story is a doozy. But if you are a CDL student looking to get into trucking, it might open your eyes a little bit to realize what you don't know. If you are a trainer, the same goes for you. If you're, thinking about training, you might want to take a step back and realize that there's going to be questions that students don't understand. They never even thought about. Things that we take for granted. You have to kind of step back and look through the eyes of somebody that doesn't know anything about trucking at all. So tell me down below, what was something that you asked or you thought before you got into trucking that really made you feel stupid later? And I'll tell you, I never thought about beds being in the truck. That might sound stupid, but until I had a truck driver that was a friend of mine, I never actually thought about beds being in the truck. It wasn't even a thought. It wasn't even something that I even considered because it didn't affect me at all. It wasn't until, I had a friend that was trucking that I even piqued my interest. So let's get to it. Oh my God, where's the shower and the bathroom? I can't train on this. This is insane. Oh, wait. Oh, phew. Girl, you almost gave me a heart attack. For a minute, I forgot you were a company. That's why I'm going lease. That's why I'm going to lease. I'm going to be an owner-operator because I need a truck with a toilet. So yes, we have drivers that come out here and what they see is all those specialty super sleepers, and that's what they think they're getting with kitchens and showers and bathrooms and all that good stuff with those really big beds. And they never considered that it would be anything else because they probably went on YouTube and they found that, or they went to a truck show or something and that's what they showed. They're bunk beds. Who's supposed to get on top? They're bunk beds? Bunk beds? You think I'm getting up there? Who's supposed to be up there? Oh, I'm not going up there. Don't think that I'm going up there. I'm a grown-ass woman. I'm not going up there. Kearsey, this is a little concerning. I know I'm a 6'4" man, but those bunk beds are high. What if I fell? I could roll off the top bunk. I could really get hurt. Oh, I don't know if this is gonna work. How many people fall off of there? How many people break their necks? Well, I see there's a ladder, but I am 50 years old. I'm 52 years old, and you expect me to get up there? I don't know. So sleeping arrangements is something that a lot of students don't comprehend. And now keep in mind, you're not in the top bunk while the truck is moving. When you get to the team portion, one driver sleeps in the bed, the other one is driving. Then they stop at the end of the shift and they swap, and the other one is in the bed. So you wind up sharing the same bed, not at the same time. Better not be at the same time. You lose your job that way. These are serious scenarios that people have said to me. Okay, we're gonna keep going. Okay, now we pulled into the truck stop and I'm parked, and okay, everything's fine. I did the post trip and I looked everything up, and I really feel like I had a great day, but I have one final question. I see the truck stop here and we're parked, but like when we go to sleep at night, if I have to get up and go to the bathroom, do I have to go inside the truck stop? Like, what do I do if I have to go to the bathroom at night and we're parked? Okay, I grabbed the coolant. Who puts it in? Where do we go to have somebody put it in? I'm not kidding. I took somebody to the parts department to show them how we get our coolant and our wiper fluid and all that. And appointment, what mechanic has to put it in, what department puts it in. And all I got was your typical fluids like oil and coolant and wiper fluid. What, you want me to go under there? I'm supposed to crawl under the trailer? Are you kidding me? It's like dirt and dirty and greasy and stuff under there. Can't you go get somebody else to do it? Don't these truck stops have mechanics or like inspection guys or something to go do that? Kearsey, I got a question for you. What days do we get off to get our nails and our eyelashes refilled? Because I need to have that stuff done every 2 weeks, and it's just necessary. What? Crawl up into the trailer? What do you mean we gotta sweep the trailer out? I was told this is no touch freight. I'm not doing that. I'll crawl up there and I'll get hurt. I thought that's what those unloader guys were supposed to be doing. Yeah. After they unload, don't they sweep out the trailer and clean it? They're the ones that made the mess. Why should I have to clean up after their mess? This is true, guys. This is the kind of stuff that people make a lot of assumptions of what this job is. So, what do you mean you want me to climb up there? How am I supposed to get those poles down? I'm not going up there. And look at that. I gotta go jump around those airlines. You know what? That's a safety hazard. Because if I gotta be messing around, jumping back and forth, bringing poles around those airlines, that's a safety hazard. I could crash the truck. I could lose my airlines. I could lose my brakes, and I'll die. So no, they're gonna have to have somebody come out of this shipper to come back up on the top of that truck and go put that in the trailer, because I'm not doing that. Finally, it has been such a crazy day. I am so glad to get this truck parked. But I got a question. What time do we have to leave out tomorrow? In 10 hours. Wait a minute. It's 5 p.m. right now. So you telling me we have to... No, we're getting up in 10 hours. So that's 3 o'clock in the morning. We're leaving in 10 hours? We're leaving at 3 o'clock in the morning? I thought I got 10 hours in the sleeper. Wait. So you mean the 10 hours I'm supposed to eat, sleep, dress, go to the bathroom, shower, call my family, watch a movie? I'm supposed to do all that in 10 hours? I thought the 10 hours was my sleep time. I think I gotta rethink this. Well, you do seem better than my last 2 trainers, because I'll tell you, I had to have a come to Jesus moment with one. She didn't understand how to run her truck properly. She just did not understand. I had to reorganize everything. That one made me laugh. Because I actually said to her, try that with me. You'll be coming to meet Jesus back at the terminal. Okay? What you mean a double solid yellow line is two-way traffic? Oh, I didn't know. Okay, let me get on over. How was I supposed to know that's an incoming traffic lane? Yep, that really happened. I woke up and the student was on the incoming traffic lane. I thought maybe she went to swerve around a pothole or something in the road or something. And I asked her, are you okay? She goes, yeah, everything's fine. And I was like, why are you in the oncoming traffic lane? Oh, I didn't know. Talk about something that's going to terrify a trainer. No, I'm okay. No, I'm just making this turn. No, I'm not going to break anything. What was that? Oh, no, it's okay. I think it was just the airlines banging around back there. No, I got plenty of room, I'm telling you. Would you calm down? I understand what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Oops. I'm gonna go check. Kears, I'm sorry. I broke something back there. Lots of things get broken by students. Okay. And as a company driver, I never have to pay for them. As a lease or an owner op, you're definitely paying for them. So that really happened. The student was trying to turn. I told them they didn't have enough swing room to pull out more to the right to make a bigger turn. And she kept going and going, and she's telling me, no, she's got, and I'm like, you're not going to make it. And instead of arguing with her, I figured, well, let her do it, because then she's going to learn. I really need to go to the bathroom. I know you said the customer's bathroom was clean, but I can't use public restrooms. So what am I supposed to do? No, I can't go to the bathroom. I can't go in public. Don't you have something in here I could use? So get this. This student really told me that she doesn't use public restrooms. How she expected to go through training, I don't know. Okay? So, we had stopped off at a truck stop before we went into the shipper. So, the only thing I had on the truck that she could use was one of those big thermos type of containers that we get from TA, and a lot of, people use it to fill ice up. So that was like $20. Now, I think I bought it with points, but that's not the point. It's still $20. And so I told her, look, I don't see any dumpsters here, but I don't want you throwing it out on the grass. So do what you got to do behind the curtain. I'm going to go get the bills from the customer and then go out and dump it on the grass. But make sure you bring the container back, because I don't want you throwing trash at the customer and I don't see any trash cans. I go inside and I come back and I asked her, did you dump it out? Did you take care of it? And she's like, yeah, I took care of it. So we get back to the terminal and I drop her off, and then when I went to bend down to grab something, I smelled urine. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. So I look behind the seat and I see the container. She never dumped it out, and she put it behind the seat and it spilled all over the inverter. $650 for that inverter and the install. Company driver, I didn't have to pay for it, but if I was leased, I would. Here's another one. What do you mean the trailer's too high? I'm looking at it. It's fine. It's fine. No, I got it. What do you think that was? Oh no, I didn't break your TV satellite. No. Alright, I'm gonna go look. I crushed your TV satellite because the trailer's too high. How much is it? I'm sorry. Oh. Ow. I thought you saw that. I broke them 2 glass shelves in your refrigerator last night. You didn't know? She really did. She broke the glass and then she shut the door. So she didn't even give me a warning that if I opened the door, I would get hurt. So when I opened the door and it was broken, I thought it was something, something in there, broke it while we were bouncing around in construction. She did it. She dropped something in there. I don't even know what. But she didn't even give me the common courtesy to, number one, tell me she just broke the glass shelves of my $600 refrigerator, because this was the old ones that went in the cabinet that was made for Freightliner. And, she didn't even care about me getting hurt. Hey, Kears. How much are these Rand McNally GPSs? Really? This one's $400? Do the truck stops take payments or something? Can I buy one from Prime for payments? Because I just broke it. Not one, but 2 students broke my $400 Rand McNally GPSs. The one guy broke it as soon as I bought it. I bought it, I came out, I put it on the dash in the box, in the bag, and then said, oh man, I forgot to get water. So I went back in to go get a bottle of water, and when I came out, he had opened up the GPS box, and he was trying to be nice, and he was trying to put it all out for me. I get that, but he dropped it and the whole screen shattered right there. Now, I did take it back because I was still in the same truck stop parking lot. But, you know, these are the things. Oh, something else that women do. They'll get on the truck and they start opening closets and doors and everything. And, oh, what's in here? What's in here? What's in here? Not your stuff, so get out. Okay, so I promised you a really good story. So it's easier for me to just tell you this story rather than enact it. But a woman called me up and said that she was in PSD at Prime, and this was during COVID, and the instructor was concerned that she kept running back and forth to the bathroom. So one of the symptoms of COVID was supposed to be gastric issues. So she told them, no, I don't have COVID. I had bariatric surgery. And my particular surgery, one of the side effects is that I could get extreme bouts of diarrhea. How are you going to drive 11 hours on one of these trucks if you have extreme bouts of diarrhea? Really? So she called me up and asked me to train her because Prime told her it was going to be difficult for her to get a trainer, and they really weren't sure she was going to be able to do the job. And she said to me, all I need is 1 hour. This fly's driving me nuts. Get out, get out, get out. She said, all I need is 1 hour in the morning before I start so I can take care of business. No. And I said to her, how did you think you were going to do this job? And she says, well, that's why trucks have porta potties. That's why trucks have porta potties. Trucks don't have porta potties. Drivers have porta potties. So she actually told me that she was going to go behind the curtain while I was driving and do her business with her diarrhea. Now. Okay. So she started yelling at me, telling me that this was a medical condition. So they couldn't send her home because it was a medical condition. Yes, you are protected from the American Disabilities Act against any kind of discrimination as long as you can do the job. If you have to keep stopping every 15 minutes and just to get in and out of one of these truck stops can waste a half hour to 45 minutes, you're going to be in the bathroom more than you're driving. That's not going to work here. Okay, so then and she kept telling me, but it's a medical condition. They have to take me. And I was like, no, they don't. You know why? Because bringing you onto a trainer's truck, that's harassment. I can file a complaint against harassment if you're taking a crap in a bucket behind my curtains while I'm trying to drive and do my job. And I was like, and then what? And then a trainer risks the curtain coming open and then you complaining that, oh, it was sexual harassment because she was watching me pee. No, I don't want to hear it. She proceeded to tell me a story about how she drove from like Texas all the way up to like Vegas, and she got on that US 93 that's a kind of long road, and I'm pretty sure that's where she was. And yeah, it's the middle of a desert for a while. And she talked about how she was in her personal car and she got a really bad bout of diarrhea. So it was all over her. All over her. So she goes and she had sheets and blankets and towels in her trunk. So she winds up wiping herself down and wrapped herself up with the sheets and blankets like a toga, and then drove the last couple 100 miles to where she had to go. That didn't help her case. She was trying to tell me that she was a trooper and she would get it done. No, didn't help her case. Okay. I also had 3 different students. 2 of them weren't even mine. 2 students got my phone number from YouTube. Okay, and one called me at 5 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday to complain to me that their CDL instructor was making them do all the driving. Okay, and? Well, I drove 6 hours yesterday, and he told me I was only going to have to drive 2 hours today, but then they changed our load, so he's telling me I have to drive 6 hours today too. And this is the job you wanted. Part of the process here at Prime and putting you in the Prime Student Driver course, which is PSD that we talk about, is to build up your endurance levels so that you can drive longer. That's one of the reasons we do it the way we do it. I had another student that wasn't mine call me up and said, my trainer's making me do all the work, and I think this is ridiculous, and I don't know who to report him to. And I said, well, what are you going to tell him? Well, I'm going to tell him that he's making me do all the work. I'm like, well... So I said, good. They'll probably give him Trainer of the Year award. He knows how to do the job. He doesn't need to do the work. When you're in training, you're the one that's in training. You need to learn how to do the job. Go ahead. You know, if I was your trainer, I'd say, rat me out. Go ahead. Go ahead. In my Jersey accent. Go ahead. Oh, good luck with that. We'll see how it works out for you. Then I also had a student who, that I took a load out. She drove it. I think we went to like Kansas or something. We were about 3 or 4 hours away from Prime. So she drove out, and then we spent the night in the truck. I took her to a really nice restaurant. I paid for the meal. She got fish, and I paid for the meal. She didn't eat it all. She brought it back to the truck. So in the morning, we're getting a load to take us back to Springfield. And I said, okay, let's go do pre-trip. So she's walking around. She does the pre-trip. And I said to her, look, I haven't been to this customer before. So, and this is your first time going to a customer. So do you want me to drive in? And then once we're loaded, we can swap. And you can drive us back to Springfield. We can swap and you can drive us back to Springfield. And her response was, I wasn't planning on driving today. You're in a CDL program. The whole point of you being here was to be immersed into the trucking lifestyle, the trucking culture, the job, to see how it's done. And her response was, I wasn't planning on driving today. Okay. So I drove us to the customer, and I told her that she was going to be driving us back to Springfield, whether she liked it or not. She took the food out of the refrigerator, heated it up while we were getting loaded, proceeded to eat it, and then about 20 minutes later, start going, oh my gosh, my mouth is on fire. I'm burning up. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You ate that last night? And she's like, no, I think I'm allergic to this. You're allergic to it. You ate half of it last night, right? So I said to her, Do you have an EpiPen? If you're that allergic to it, do you have an EpiPen? No. Oh, okay. Well, then you're not that allergic to it, right? So then she calls her mother. She's sitting there, she calls her mother. And she's telling her mother that her mouth is on fire and she's allergic and she don't know what to do. So I said to her, do you want to go to the doctor? I will go take you to the doctor. We'll go take you to an urgent care. I can drop the trailer at this customer due to an emergency and take you to urgent care. And she said, no, I don't need that. Then you're not that allergic. Okay? What did she do? She wound up taking a Benadryl. Because she knew that I wasn't going to let her drive with a Benadryl. And I drove us back the 200 miles. And she actually fell asleep while I was driving back. So, as a trainer, these are some of the things you have to deal with. As a student, you have to try to look at it from the trainer's perspective. Okay? The trainer is not trying to be mean, taking you down back roads. They're trying to actually teach you. You know, the trainer's not trying to be mean, expecting you to go to the restroom. If you're in this job, you are going to be in public restrooms and public showers. So there's no way around it. Okay? And just because you think something's okay for you doesn't necessarily mean it's okay for the trainer. Talk to people who've done this job. Just don't listen to us on YouTube, because some of these people on YouTube don't tell you the whole truth. I have a video that when people watch it, some of them will actually message me and say thank you for that video because I never expected it. It's called The Realities of OTR Trucking or something to that effect. And they'll say, I never thought about that. I had a student that messaged me and said, I never thought about weather. Okay. You kind of have to think about weather. You have to think about weather. There's actually a YouTuber, I'll see if I can find the video, but she was not prepared when she went solo. She was not prepared for the extreme cold winds and the extreme low temperatures in Nebraska and Wyoming and things like that, and her whole mouth got frostbite. Now, it said on the weather apps, if you are exposed for more than 10 to 20 minutes to these winds, you will get frostbite. So, you know, this, and a lot of this goes back to people that come out here and the first thing they do is they want to go be an owner-op. They want to be a business owner. They don't even realize what they're getting into. And I've said it before where people their first year don't often last the first year, not because the trucking company's evil, but because they can't get adjusted to the lifestyle, or the glory and the glamour of over-the-road trucking wasn't what they expected it to be. So, I hope you got a few laughs. Comment down below and let me know, like, what was the worst thing that you felt embarrassed about, like I said. And comment, share, like, ring that notification bell. And I hope to see you out here trucking along. Thanks and bye.